Buckeye Talk coming to you from the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. We'll be back here Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon for Ohio State's spring game. We just talked to Ryan Day about the format. They're going to go offense versus defense, and they're going to be full tackling this year, which is a difference from the thud tempo they went with last year. Steven, on the offensive side of the ball, who are you most looking forward to seeing on Saturday?
Yeah, I want to see everybody not named C.J. Stroud, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and Travion Henderson because we know they're good, and I don't really care.
Narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, specifically, I want to see Julian Fleming. I think we can all agree. I mean, from a pedigree standpoint, what the wide receiver room is this year with Jackson and Julian and Emeka and Marvin, that speaks for itself. But we've seen Marvin flash, whether it's the Rose Bowl or just in other moments in garbage time. Emeka Egbuka was the kick returner, and also we've seen other moments with him flash, like when he took the Kyle McCord pass and went 85 yards with it, or the catch he had in the Rose Bowl, and then Jackson is Jackson Smith-Njigba. We haven't, because of circumstance and then also maybe his play style, we haven't seen a Julian Fleming flash that this is why I was the number one wide receiver in the 2020 recruiting class. He's because he's been injured, and when he's been thrown out there, it's been in situations because Chris Olave had COVID or Garrett Wilson had a concussion, so he had to get thrown out there. So I want to see him do something that makes me go, I'm already driving the bus. Give me a reason to stay on the bus and not maybe slow down a little bit. So he's the most intriguing thing to me on the offensive side of the ball.
I would argue we've seen him make football plays, flash football plays. We haven't actually seen him flash receiver plays, but Brian Hartline and others have said that they've seen it behind the scenes. So I agree that it's just he's healthy now, and he's got the opportunity, time to actually see it out on a football field. I'm going to pick something that's kind of related to the receivers. I want to see what's going on right now at tight end with this team. Kevin Wilson, Ryan Day, they insist that is a huge position for this offense, that they need to have multiple tight ends that they can trust this fall or it throws things off. Who is that second tight end that they trust right now? We think Cade Stover is number one. He obviously played a lot last year. He moved back into that room, willingly from linebacker because he knows that he can have a huge impact at tight end. But who's that second guy? Is it Joe Royer? Is he ready now in his third season? Is it G. Scott? Is he ready now after having a full year of transition to this position and trying to add a little weight and getting used to the blocking responsibilities? It just seems like it's going to be a massive position for this team, and I don't know how much the spring game will tell us, but I want to see how those guys are repping. I want to see how big those guys look when they're out on the field against defensive players. I want to see if it looks like Ohio State has two Big Ten tight ends for this fall, because I think they're going to need them if they want to win a national championship. A lot more discussion about what's coming up in the spring game on the Buckeye Talk podcast, and get the text 614-350-3315.